In today's show, I'm going to be talking about Bitcoin bull, my main dog, John McAfee, who says Bitcoin scarcity will trigger its price to hit 1 million in 2020. This is a brand new interview where he says, I'm sticking to 1 million by 2020, and he even explains his rationale. We'll be dissecting this in today's show. And in other crypto news, we'll be talking about state-backed German bank says Bitcoin will leap to $90,000 in 2020. We'll be discussing this and so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every day. So be sure to smash that subscribe button and click the bell icon to receive notifications of the latest premium crypto news. Welcome to today's show. Before we get into today's top story, I want to remind you about 5 coins to 5 million. This is a live cryptocurrency investment event that just recently took place where Teeka, the #1 trusted man in cryptocurrency, shares his #1 cryptocurrency pick of 2019, along with 5 tiny cryptocurrencies that he believes can turn a $500 investment into 5 million in as little as 10 months. To watch the replay, click the link right below this video in the description. Welcome back to today's show. John McAfee says Bitcoin scarcity will trigger its price to hit 1 mil in 2020. Major Bitcoin bull programmer and 2020 U.S. presidential campaigner. That's correct. He is running for president. John McAfee has explained why Bitcoin will hit 1 milli in 2020. All I know is this: when Bitcoin hits 1 milli, I'm going to be like this.
Crypto gang, Ether gang, big gang, alt gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain. Whoa, I don't really ever buy stocks, man. No. Haters wanna say I'm in a bubble, man. No. Chew them up like bubble gum. No. Just made a meal with my pocket change. No. Wreck about to go and join the huddle gang.
McAfee says, I said 1 million and I'm sticking to 1. McAfee, known for his brave prediction that the biggest cryptocurrency will hit 500K in 2020, has defended his recently doubled down bet that Bitcoin will cost 1 million per coin in 2020 in a recent Forbes interview just recorded on September 30th. If you haven't checked it out, I'm going to include this in the show notes right below this video in the description so you can check out the full latest interview with John McAfee. John said, let's get real. There are only 21 million Bitcoins, 7 million of which have been lost forever. And then if Satoshi is dead, add a few more million. He does make a point, you know, and I also want to stress that Teeka also shared that he believes 1/3 of the Bitcoin supply is lost forever, in agreement with what John McAfee has to share. 85% of Bitcoin's total supply is already mined by August of 2019. The amount of mined Bitcoin reached 17,850,000 on August 1st, with Bitcoin surpassing 85% of its total supply in circulation, leaving just 3.15 million coins to mine in the next 120 years. Since this time, Bitcoin has added over 100,000 to its supply and has 17,968,000 in circulation at this time, according to blockchain.com data. Meanwhile, Bitcoin saw one of the biggest sell-offs last week when the major crypto lost $1,500 in less than a day for the first time in months. Later, Bitcoin touched a new multi-low below $7,800. Anyways, back to McAfee. Let's take a look at some of his rationale, which was recently shared with Forbes. And again, I included this entire interview with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. McAfee himself, right below this video in the description. You'll see a link under the show notes. I'm a very conservative man, McAfee said with a laugh. I said 1 million and I'm sticking to 1. With a history deep in programming, McAfee was the brains behind what would become one of the world's leading antivirus solutions. According to the information, after leaving McAfee Associates, the company he founded, now called McAfee, in the 90s, McAfee went to work on numerous other notable endeavors, including his latest campaigning for a presidential bid for the 2020 elections on behalf of the Libertarian camp. An infamous person of influence, the edgy McAfee is also clearly firm in his beliefs, running his political campaign in exile, according to charges of using cryptocurrencies in criminal acts against the U.S. government. And taking a look at his Twitter, he wrote, the McAfee 2020 campaign is, of this day, in exile. I am being charged with using cryptocurrencies in criminal acts against the U.S. government. More videos coming shortly. Stay tuned. I think Bitcoin represents simply a store of value. McAfee said it is surpassed in every respect technologically and functionally. He explained, Ethereum's got smart contracts. I mean, Bitcoin is just an exchange. The tech expert also dove into aspects of privacy regarding Bitcoin. Each Bitcoin transaction is posted online to a public ledger, hence the blockchain, for anyone to check. If one person sends Bitcoin to another, either party can go online to check the transaction and see the other party's entire wallet balance, as well as any other transactions involving those wallets, McAfee explained. What if a plumber came and fixed your sink and you paid him $40? He went into the bank and he goes, I'd like to cash this check. Mr. McAfee wrote it to me and I'd like my $40. And while you're there, would you please tell me what his balance is? And from now on, forever, would you please inform me every time he has an incoming wire or deposit and every check that he writes and to whom? That's what Bitcoin is, McAfee said. Would you be happy if your bank did that? He added. Please, you know you wouldn't. We know if anybody has any sense, if you understand human nature, then privacy coins will be the winner. Privacy coins, also sometimes referenced as anonymous coins, are cryptos such as Monero, Zcash, Dash, and they basically have the capabilities to hide transactions and other activities. McAfee believes the future of crypto is going to be privacy coins. Anyways, to check out this entire interview with McAfee, there's a link below this video in the description, in the show notes. Check it out. In other crypto news, state-backed German bank says Bitcoin will leap to 90K in 2020. The German bank Bayern LB has published a report on Bitcoin versus gold in which it predicts a big leap for Bitcoin in 2020. Will Bitcoin outshine gold? Well, on October 1st, the Munich-based bank Bayern LB published its latest research report that seems to suggest that the forthcoming Bitcoin halving effect hasn't yet been priced into the current price at around 8,300. The German bank explains that gold has to earn its high stock-to-flow ratio the hard way over the course of millennia. Bitcoin, on the other hand, will most likely succeed to obtain a similar stock-to-flow ratio to the gold in the coming year, the report predicts. Senior FX analyst at the Bayerischer Landesbank and author of the research report, Manuel Anders, identifies the stock-to-flow ratio of an asset as a way to quantify the hardness of the asset. He said, historically speaking, it has invariably been the commodity with the highest stock-to-flow ratio at that juncture, which has been used as money because this enabled the best value transfer over time. The stock-to-flow ratio of a commodity such as gold is the amount of the asset that is held in the reserves divided by the amount of the asset produced annually. The author concludes the report by looking at Bitcoin's future price by saying that Bitcoin's stock-to-flow ratio is certain to drastically increase in May 2020, adding, if the May 2020 stock-to-flow ratio for Bitcoin is factored into the model, a price of around 90K emerges. This would imply that the forthcoming halving effect has hardly been priced into the current Bitcoin price of approximately $8,000. Personally, I feel this is very bullish news for Bitcoin for a state-backed German bank to come out and say that Bitcoin will leap to 90K in 2020. All I know is this: if Bitcoin hits $90,000 in 2020, I'm gonna be like,
Crypto gang, Ether gang, big gang, alt gang, light gang, cash gang, blockchain. Whoa, I don't really ever buy stocks, man. No.
And taking a look at the overall cryptocurrency market, we can see most of the coins are in the red. A Bitcoin currently down 1.47%, trading at $8,220. We saw a nice bounce, but it was short-lived. I know yesterday Bitcoin rose from like 8,100 all the way to 8,500 and then dropped back down. And I think the Bitcoin price may risk a further decline after this recovery has failed. But we'll see what happens. I'm still very bullish on Bitcoin for the long haul. Ethereum is down 0.85%, trading at $176 for the day. XRP down 0.11%, trading at 25 cents. Miss Litecoin is in the green, up 0.4%, trading at $55. EOS is in the green, up 0.39%, trading at $2.95. And Bitcoin SV is down 1.29%, trading at $83.56. The overall sentiment of the market, in my opinion, right now is bearish. Taking a look at the BitMEX margins, we can see the bears are currently dominating with about 69 million in superiority, leading the way with 51.75% shorts versus 48.26% longs. And taking taking a look at the overall crypto market cap, it's currently $219 billion with 49 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, and the current Bitcoin dominance is 67.6%. And taking a look at the biggest gainers for the day, we have Zilliqua up 14%, Bitcoin up 12.7%, Chainlink up 6.3%, Ren up 4.46%, Aurora up 3.65%, and Zcoin up 3.53%. And now taking a look at the biggest losers of the day, Hedge Trade down 9.3%, Algorand down 8.5%, Energy down 6.9%, Nash Exchange down 6.8%, and ABBC Coin down 5.97%. Well, that's it for today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button as we journey through this crypto wormhole together, and be sure to click that bell icon to receive notifications of the latest crypto news. And before I go, 5 coins to 5 million, you can still check out the replay by clicking the link right below this video. In the description, it's going to take you to this page, enter your email, then click the orange button that says reserve my spot. It'll then take you to this page where you can watch the entire replay with Teeka free of charge. Again, it's 5 coins to 5 million. There's a link right below this video in the description. Check it out, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.